In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use an API to fetch data from Google or any online website into your web app. So let's get started. First of all, open Google Chrome or any browser you prefer. For this tutorial, we'll be using VS Code, so if you don't already have it installed, just search for VS Code download and install it for Windows. Now, the API platform we're going to use in this video is Rapid API. Go to the search bar, type Rapid API, and open the website. Once you're on Rapid API, if you already have an account, just log in. If you don't, click on Sign Up. You can sign up using your Google account or GitHub account. I'll log in using Google. After signing in, you'll be redirected to the Rapid API dashboard. From here, you can search for any API you want. For this video, I'm going to use a Quotes API. Once you open the API, you'll see details like popularity, service level, and latency. Some APIs have multiple endpoints, but this one only has a GET method, which is perfectly fine for our example. Now, keep in mind that not all APIs are free. Some are completely free, some are freemium, and others are paid. Free plans usually allow limited requests, while paid plans give you higher limits and better performance. Next, click on Test Endpoints. Here, you'll see your API key and the request details. Don't worry, I'll change my API key later. Scroll down and select JavaScript Fetch. This will give you the exact code you need to fetch data from the API. Now let's move over to VS Code. Inside VS Code, I already have a simple project set up with an index.html file and a main.js file. The HTML file is just a basic layout, and the JavaScript file is where we'll write our API logic. In the JavaScript file, paste the fetch code you copied from Rapid API. Now, make sure you replace the API URL and both API keys with your own. If you miss even one key, the API will not work properly. Once that's done, save the file. I've also added some basic CSS just to make the output look clean, but that part is optional. Now, click Go Live using Live Server. As you can see, the data is now being fetched successfully. If we inspect the page, we can see the API response object. This includes the quote text and the author name, which is coming directly from the API. Each time you click, the data updates. Just make sure you don't refresh too quickly, because APIs usually have request limits. If you send too many requests at once, the connection may break. And that's it. This is how you can use an API to fetch data and display it inside your web application using JavaScript. Once you understand this concept, you can apply the same logic to almost any API, whether it's quotes, weather data, user data, or even AI-based APIs. Just make sure you handle request limits properly and keep your API keys secure. Before we end, if you're building websites and want a much faster way to design professional layouts without writing everything from scratch, Divi by Elegant Themes is a solid option. Divi comes with a powerful visual builder, ready-made templates, and full customization, so you can focus more on functionality and less on design headaches. It works great whether you're a beginner or already building client projects. If you want to check it out, you can find the link in the description. And that's it for this video.